If you work in a laboratory, you're aware of the Clinical Laboratory Improvement Amendments, a government regulation designed to assess the quality of work in a laboratory. Also known as CLIA, these regulations have been proven to reduce errors that can affect patient health. CLIA regulations also represent best practices for our profession. We all want to know we're doing quality work. CLIA requires that laboratory professionals be evaluated through a process called competency assessment. What is competency? Competency relates to testing of individual personnel. Competency assessment answers the question, can this laboratory professional perform the test from A to Z? And is she using a standardized and vetted process? Competency assessment is a way to document proper test performance. To plan for competency assessment, first, determine what systems get tested. How many test systems occur in your laboratory? A test system is one platform or several of the same platforms that produce a set of results. Second, identify who gets competency assessed on which test systems and who performs the assessment. Who gets assessed? The CLIA requirement applies to everyone who actually performs testing in your laboratory. Once you know who's being competency assessed, determine who is qualified to assess them on each test system in your laboratory. Most labs have personnel with the education and experience to qualify as assessors. Keep in mind that the assessor's qualifications are the most important factor, not the assessor's title or role in the laboratory. The final piece of the plan is, when do we assess? The answer, all personnel are assessed annually. New personnel who perform non-waived testing are assessed within the first 6 months on the job, again at 12 months, then annually. Here's a pointer on timing. You actually have a year to gather the data that's used to determine the competence of your staff. In fact, you can align your CLIA competency assessment plan with the quality control processes you already perform regularly. Just be sure you observe and document these events according to the 6 elements established by CLIA. What are the 6 elements? For element 1, the assessor observes and documents the person's routine test performance. This includes all applicable steps: patient identification and preparation, and specimen collection, handling, processing, and testing. Element 2 requires the assessor to observe and document the person monitoring the recording and reporting of test results, including, as applicable, reporting of critical results. Element 3 involves the review of intermediate test results and worksheets, quality control records, proficiency testing results, and preventive maintenance records. Element 4 requires direct observation of the person as they perform instrument maintenance and function checks. Element 5 is assessment of test performance through testing, previously analyzed specimens, internal blind testing samples, or external proficiency testing samples. Finally, Element 6 assesses a person's problem-solving abilities and is typically accomplished through relevant scenario-based quizzes. If you're currently managing your CLIA competency assessment using do-it-yourself methods like spreadsheets, you may want to explore how software tools built specifically for the job of competency assessment can help you meet CLIA requirements more efficiently.